morning, Falcons. I'm Karina Shukla.
And I'm Jamie Crowley. And you're watching Falcon Vision Live. It's good to be back in the studio. Are you excited for our third show of the year, Karina?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of great stories lined up today, Jamie.
These stories include a teacher feature and a spotlight on a popular hobby here at TP.
We'll also take a look at a weather update, Cardinal Center, and we bring back Falcon Feasts.
And it's all here on Falcon Vision.
Jamie, I don't know about you, but I've always wished I was better at art.
Me too. Speaking of the arts, this year TP welcomed a new art teacher.
That's awesome.
Let's see what this new teacher is bringing to TP's campus.
New on campus is arts teacher Kelly Casasa, excited to influence others with her knowledge and her doctorate in arts education and visual literacy.
My switch to middle school to high school has been wonderful. I really appreciate the content that I get to teach, and I appreciate the school spirit that Torrey Pines has. My background in art is all my family members have been artists, and I got an art history degree and then a studio art degree. My doctorate was chosen to better understand and advocate for arts education in middle school and high schools. And the process was I first got my undergraduate degree and master's degree, and then I was teaching and I wanted to pursue, I'm a lifelong learner, so I wanted to pursue the PhD program.
Casasa's class is more than just content. She impacts her students each day. One of them, Ava Timlake, shares what it's like to be a student in Casasa's class.
Her expertise has affected the way she's taught because it allows her to really explain what she's doing with the correct words and methods, and she just knows how to demonstrate and explain to students very well. Even coming from such a high level, she can explain it clear and kind of dumb it down for us to make it easier. My favorite thing about her is even though she can be strict sometimes, if you really get to know her and just listen and follow directions, she can really be loose with you and just talk and have fun.
Kelly Casasa shares what she would do differently if she could.
I think I would step back. I think sometimes I get really caught up in the moment. I like to step back and just appreciate the small moments that happen every day.
Having Kelly Casasa as a new teacher on campus is a very great addition to the art program. This is Gabby Shanner, Shimon Levine, Coral Diaz, and Hayden Shingle signing off for Falcon Vision.
Miss Casasa is going to be a great addition to TP.
Totally. I can't wait to see what sort of new changes she brings to the art program.
Switching gears, let's discuss a popular activity many students enjoy here at TP.
It's needless to say that these Falcons are really living on the edge.
When people at the school think of sports, the last thing that comes to mind is mountain biking. The mountain biking community here at Torrey Pines is a very niche sport that is not commonly discussed. Bikers Aiden Rich, Ethan Laurie, and Trent Pearson shared their experiences to gain some insight into the sport. Each mountain biker has a different reason for starting the sport.
I started mountain biking when I was 6 or 7 with my dad.
I started mountain biking because it's just what I've done with my dad since I was a kid. You know, we used to go on little bikes in the canyon, and I kind of just took off from there.
I started mountain biking like right when COVID hit. My friends started doing it, so I just kind of got into it with them.
It seems that overall these bikers prefer one place in particular.
My favorite place to ride is Snow Summit and Big Bear.
My favorite place to ride would probably also be Snow Summit.
My favorite place to ride is definitely Big Bear up at Snow Summit. The mountain biking community is super supportive. You know, if you need help or you need anything, you can kind of just go up and ask anybody, and they're really going to just be able to help you out and give you tips on stuff. You know, if you fall or whatever, like they're there to help you up. So it's super nice to know there's a supportive community.
Bikers shared that there are many different ways to get into mountain biking, some more expensive than others.
So when I started, I was able to get very cheap bikes and get into the sport. You don't need to start on a $3,000 bike. You could find something used for cheap.
You know, I've learned it's not really the bike, it's the rider, so you can get some pretty cheap stuff to start off with, and then it definitely increases, but it's worth it.
You can ride pretty much any trail, anywhere, just have some fun.
My craziest mountain biking experience was probably a couple years ago. I went over the handlebars in a jump and fractured both my wrists and got a concussion.
My craziest mountain biking experience is in Big Bear when I was learning how to throw a one-footer. It took me 10 or 15 times to try it, and everyone was egging me on, and I finally got it.
My craziest mountain biking experience was actually April this year. There was a big bike event. I hit like this huge 45-foot jump, and it was like probably the biggest thing I've ever hit. It was super gnarly.
Looking towards the future, these mountain bikers all have a similar vision.
Yeah, I'd see myself taking this as a hobby for the rest of my life, into the future. Especially just something fun I want to do during the weekends to, get away from work or whatever that is.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'll tone it down obviously when I get a little bit older, but something I'll always be doing for sure.
I do see myself doing this throughout my life. Right now I work as a mountain biking instructor, and I plan on doing that throughout my life. The benefits of mountain biking are just health-wise. You can get outside, get your muscles moving, and it's a lot of fun. It gives you something to do on weekends, after school. Yeah.
Hopefully this brings attention towards mountain biking and other sports like it at Torrey Pines. This is Aiden Farmer, Chase Clabo, Jonah Shapuri, Anushka Chaudhary, Madden Guillory, Chris Tam, and Jackson Leto signing off of Falcon Vision.
Wow, I love to see how TP students spend their free time.
Definitely. It's safe to say that mountain biking is an up-and-coming sport.
Moving on, TP Pals is collaborating with USC Medicine to create a major philanthropy event.
Let's pass the mic over to Aisha to get some more information.
Thanks, Karina. So, Gabby, what is PAL's ultimate goal for the first philanthropy drive, and how can students contribute?
PAL's ultimate goal is to provide the USC Street Medicine Initiative with water bottles, canned food, and utensils and napkins to improve the lives of the homeless. In Los Angeles and downtown San Diego, homeless people eat less than 4 meals and drink less than 2 full water bottles per week. Students can provide classes and these to their classes with water bottles, canned food with tabs, and then napkins and utensils.
That's great. So when and where will it happen, and what can we look forward to?
This is going to be happening until October 29th, and you'll be able to bring your stuff to the PALS room, which is room 9, or room 72, which is Miss Wilden's chem class.
Well, thank you so much, Gabby. Now over to Shimon with the weather report.
Thank you, Karina and Jamie. Hello, Falcons. This is Shima Levine with the weather for the rest of the week. It's time to start bundling up because it seems San Diego's version of winter weather is arriving early. Today is going to be cooler than the rest of the week. The skies are going to be looking partly cloudy, with highs of 73 degrees and lows of 61 degrees. You can expect a humidity of 84%, a 3 to 4% chance of rain, and highs of 8-mile-per-hour winds. Tomorrow and Friday are looking very similar. Partly cloudy, with highs of 74 or 75-ish, and lows of around 61 or so. There will be an average humidity of 76%, 0% chance of rain, and the highest winds will be around 8 miles per hour. Moving to the weekend, you should expect similar weather as the rest of the week. It's going to be partly cloudy, with highs of 75 degrees and lows of 61 degrees. You can also expect average humidity of 75%, a 0% chance of rain, and the highest winds being 8 miles per hour. Have a great rest of your day, Falcons. This is Shima Levine signing off for the weather. Now back to Karina and Jamie.
Thanks, Aisha and Gabby. Make sure to donate to this important cause, Falcons.
For sure. This is an amazing chance to help out the San Diego community.
Coming up next, we have a fan favorite Cardinal Center.
Let's see what's new in TP Sports.
Good morning, Falcons. We are back with our sports recap segment, Cardinal Center. My name is Hayden Shingle, this week's Cardinal Center host. Today we will be covering tennis, football, and field hockey. Last Wednesday, girls tennis faced off against Bishop's Knights. Both teams played very well, and the matches were tough. Entering the final round of matches, Torrey was up 8-1, and they fought hard till the end for the win of 12-6. Last Thursday, girls field hockey matched up against Valley Center. The game started very slow with constant change in possession and some amazing saves from both sides. However, Torrey took greater control in the second quarter with goals from juniors Morgan Christie and Amelia Simmons. This helps Torrey carry some momentum to the second half, finishing the game off with a 6-0 win. Last Friday, our football team played against El Camino. The game was a defensive battle throughout the first half, causing turnovers and punts. The Falcons started the second half strong, creating great opportunities for the offense. Later in the game, the Falcons got on the board with a receiving touchdown from senior Zach Barger. The Falcons needed one more stop, but El Camino scored a touchdown with minutes left in the game. Then, to tie it, the El Camino kicker missed the extra point to help the Falcons win 7-6. That's it for this week, Falcons. Make sure to tune in every week for new episodes of Cardinal Center. Back to Karina and Jamie.
I'm so excited to see what TP Sports has in store this season.
Me too. You know, Jamie, I'm kind of craving a sweet treat. Where should I go after school?
Well, maybe this next package will help you out. We're spotlighting a local favorite for all you foodies out there.
Oh yeah, Falcon Feast takes us to Sidecar Donuts today. Let's see what makes their treat so special.
Morning, Falcons. I'm Sir Hawkins. I'm one of your new Falcon Feast hosts this year, and this morning we're at Sidecar Donuts and Coffee. I've never been here before, but I've heard really good things about this place, so let's head on in. We got our donuts, Sidecar Donuts. They looked really good in there, and actually props to the staff. All the shelves weren't completely filled, but they actually brought out the donuts for our B-roll, so you can thank them for that awesome B-roll. These were expensive donuts, and they look like expensive donuts. Those are very nice. So we got our first one, presentation-wise. This is really good looking donut. This is their butter and salt, actually. And I got the sample, I was in there, and it was really good. Like, I kind of fell in love instantly, but I'm gonna give it a shot. That first bite in your mouth it just completely melts. It's literally like butter. That second hit it's the butter and then the salt. They worded it perfectly, but it's just so good. It really is. It's a really good donut. This next one is their strawberry buttermilk donut, and this one is it's one of their current seasonal ones. And the lady at the front said that this was her favorite. Being honest, to me this is a little strange. I'm not typically a berry donut kind of guy, but I mean, it does look really good, that presentation and everything. So I'm gonna give it a whirl. That was much better than I thought. Wow. To be honest, besides the strawberry extra flavor, it really is very similar to the butter and salt. I do actually think that the strawberry is just adding on top of that. If you ever donut craving, that's definitely where you should go. But for donuts, I don't think it's better than this. Both of these are definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. 5 out of 5 donut rings. 5 out of 5 experience. I mean, no wait, staff was great. And the interior there, I mean, that's the nicest donut shop I've ever been in. Like, I mean, it's pimped out. Thank y'all for tuning in, Falcons. This was a great experience. And again, my name is Sir Hawkins, signing off with Falcon Vision.
Thanks for tuning in today, Falcons. We'll be back next Friday, October 18th at 11 a.m.
Make sure to follow our Instagram at TP Falcon Vision for exclusive updates and a behind-the-scenes look at our show.
And remember, where there's a story, Falcon